What were the last German weapons of the Second World War? Which weapons did the soldiers carry to the front in the latter stages of World War II? Stay tuned. Sturmgewehr 44, or the STG 44, which is also known as the MP 44. This rifle was the first full automatic assault rifle created. It could fire rounds automatically and was more accurate than a submachine gun such as the MP40. The STG-44 wasn't as accurate as a bolt-action rifle such as the Mauser Karabiner 98K, but since there was much more close combat and wounds in urban areas at the moment, it proved to be an effective weapon. It came too late in the war to make a huge impact on its outcome. The Soviets used this weapon for their future assault rifle, the AK-47, the MP-3008. Now we're getting at the last-ditch weaponry. The MP-3008 was introduced early 1945. It was based on the British Sten gun. Now the Sten gun was a cheap, easily manufacturable weapon. The German arms manufacturer Mauser produced an exact copy of this British submachine gun. Then, the company was issued to design a more simplified version. Alright, so we have a submachine gun here that's already simplified, and now it had to be even more simplified. What came out was the so-called Gerät Neumünster, or the MP-3008. The biggest change was that the magazine was now placed in a vertical position. Around 10,000 of these have been produced. The Volkssturmgewehr 1, 2, and 5. In a previous video, I talked about the Volkssturm, Germany's last-ditch army that consisted of armed civilians that fought with outdated weaponry like World War I rifles as well as captured rifles. There also existed a People's Storm rifle, or I should say rifles, because there were different models. There was the VG1, the VG2 and the VG5, and perhaps most well known is the Gustav Sturmgewehr. Gustav was the manufacturer. Using the STG-44 magazine, it was a semi-automatic rifle. It had a crude design and was very hard for maintenance, so when a VG had maintenance issues, it was obviously tossed away. Captured Volkssturmgewehrs were tasseled by the Soviets and proved to be fairly inaccurate. The Panzerschreck, in English, Tank Fright, was designed in 1944, and you guessed it, it was an anti-tank weapon. Its official name was the Raketenpanzerbüchse 54, and it was an enlarged version of the American bazooka. It could fire on a distance of 150 meters. It had also a shield for protecting the operator. Also the Finns, Italians and Hungarians made use of this weapon. A big disadvantage was its large and heavy size. Therefore, a lighter version was developed. And that was the well-known Panzerfaust, or armor fist. Also a weapon that was extensively used by the Volkssturm. Here you see moving images where the militias are trained with this weapon. It was basically a single-shot weapon, with around 50% chance of hitting your target on a distance of barely 20 meters. This weapon was ideal for urban warfare. When the Battle of Berlin was raging, Panzerfausts were produced in the city and brought by wheelbarrows to the front. And believe it or not, the Soviets lost a great deal of their tanks because of this effective weapon. Yes, it was unreliable, it was inaccurate, but it was easy to produce and proved to have devastating results when hitting its target. The Einstossflammenwerfer 46, literally one blast flamethrower, was just like the Panzerfaust a single-shot weapon. It consisted of a metal container with fuel and a trigger. Just point and shoot. No training was needed. Yet, the weapon proved to be dangerous for those who used it because it was so quickly manufactured. Around 30,000 of these have been produced. And there are more prototypes that had just a very few numbers built, like the Volkspistole and the MG45, but these were not produced in large quantities. Thanks to my patrons you see on screen, and a special thanks to Henry Clarkson, Michael Nosak, Wombat Cookie. If you want to support me, please go to the link I offer you right here. Now we talked about weapons that were produced in large quantities. If you want to know more about the German war plans for the so-called wonder weapons they were thinking of winning the war with, you can click right here. If you want to know more about why the Germans fought till the last man in World War II, you can click right here. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share. Facebook, Reddit, you name it. Do not forget to subscribe also. Thank you so much for watching as always. See you later.